Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. We are taking a look today at the Pittsburgh Penguins superstar center. No, not Sidney Crosby, Evgeni Malkin in today's video. So let's get right into it. What is the future of Evgeni Malkin after his contract ends next season with the Pittsburgh Penguins? So we're going to get a little bit of context first. So Evgeni Malkin, 34 years old. He's a good player. He's been playing in the NHL since 2006. He has had a long career, to say the least, with Pittsburgh. He's played in 900 games, over 1,000 points, 1,100 points on the career for Evgeni Malkin. But we're starting to see him, dare I say, regress a little bit. And it makes you wonder, what is the long-term future of Evgeni Malkin? I mean, let's remember, he won the Calder back in 2006, 2007, the Art Ross Trophy and the Conn Smythe in 2009. Pittsburgh won a cup that year. And then 2012 was another great year for Malkin. He won the Art Ross, the Hart Trophy, and the Ted Lindsay. So Evgeni Malkin obviously has a little bit of a resume on his NHL career. And he's been playing, like I said, he's been playing in the NHL for a long time. He's been with Pittsburgh since 2006. So this is a guy that's just an absolute dynamo. And you look at where Evgeni Malkin stands for his future, and that makes things interesting. So, more context. So, back in the offseason of 2013, Evgeni Malkin signed a contract that would start from 2014 all the way to the summer of 2022. Evgeni Malkin signed an 8-year, $76 million contract, making $9.5 million per season. Now he has a full no-move clause on each of those years of the $8 years of that contract, and right now he is finishing up the 7th year of that contract. Next year will be the 8th, and next summer, in the summer of 2022, Evgeni Malkin could potentially be an unrestricted free agent. So, obviously, thanks to the world of Reddit, we saw a little bit of a debate here. What happens with Evgeni Malkin after this season? Malkin will enter the final year of his current contract with the Penguins next year, summer of 2022. What happens with Malkin after this season? So here are the five options for Evgeni Malkin. A, he re-signs with the Penguins. B, he gets traded by the Penguins, by Brian Burke and Ron Hextall. C, he signs elsewhere as a UFA next season. D, he returns to the KHL in Russia. And then E, he retires from hockey at the age of 34 years old. So, that led to the debate, what's going to happen here with Malkin? So you look at the results of this poll, and they're kind of interesting. Now, obviously, the favorite was, with 324 votes, 173 of them, which was the majority of the people said he re-signs with the Penguins. Not too far behind, though, he returns to the KHL. And that's what I picked. Now, why would he do that? Well, he'd be closer to family and stuff like that. But again, that's kind of his decision. We've seen this happen before. Pavel Datsyuk has done it. Ilya Kovalchuk. We've seen guys in the past come over to the NHL, and then they go back to the KHL to end their career. And Pavel Datsyuk seems to be the perfect example of that recently. So there is a very good scenario here where we just see him go to the KHL and just kind of close things out. So that was the second most, but that was by a long shot. It only had 46 votes. In third place, only 3 votes behind him going to the KHL, he signs elsewhere as a UFA. Then the fourth least likely was he gets traded by the Penguins. And then last, he retires from hockey. I think that's a little bit of a long shot. Because we know how Evgeni Malkin runs. He is a built unit. He is not likely going to retire at the age of 35 next summer. So you could, in my opinion, you could kind of lump he returns to the KHL and he retires from hockey into the same boat. And the reason for that is, A, he's not playing in the NHL. He can't win a Stanley Cup. And B, at that point, he's more focused on maybe family and external things than his NHL career. And Malkin to some extent, doesn't seem like the kind of guy that is going to return to Russia. But I think it's interesting that that's the second best option, because I think we can all agree he re-signs in Pittsburgh. That's at this point, the legitimate option that everybody seems to believe. He will return to Pittsburgh, but there is still that hope that maybe something weird happens. Maybe he gets traded. Maybe he signs somewhere as a UFA next summer, because Pittsburgh maybe seems to be going in a different direction. So those are the kind of questions that we still have to get answered in Pittsburgh. I made a video a couple months back about maybe Malkin maybe going to the Florida Panthers. He would accept a trade to Tampa or Florida. Now, obviously, Tampa doesn't have the salary cap space. We laugh at that now. He's going to end up in Tampa next fall. But the Florida Panthers seem like a legitimate option there. But if that doesn't happen, then we likely see him stay in Pittsburgh. And he says, listen, I played with Sidney Crosby my whole career. I have this probably nice house in Pittsburgh. Yes, it's not the best weather for the most part for most of the year, but still, it is a nice place. And I believe his summer house is in Florida. And I think that's a big reason he would consider moving down to Florida to play with the Panthers or the Lightning. And both of those teams are pretty good, so it's not like he'd really be regressing in any form. I think the Penguins and the Panthers are actually pretty similar, especially this season. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of the potential of Evgeni Malkin staying in Pittsburgh, going to the KHL, retiring, getting traded? Which one do you think is the most likely scenario? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey and want to see the latest news around the NHL, you guys know what to do. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and even bigger, subscribe down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.